Hello, Rams fans and NFL fans from around the world. I got some post notes from the Green Bay Packers game, so I'm going to jump right into it. Stafford is suffering with pain in his throwing arm, his elbow, a painful ankle, and persistent back problems, according to ESPN Diana Rossini. He wasn't included on the injury report this week, but he was banged up when he was playing against the Packers. So there was little doubt he'd play. Stafford hasn't been terrific during the team's 3-game losing run, but he was particularly off on Sunday. That has to be concerning for the Rams as we head into the home stretch. Stafford, on the other hand, cannot be held responsible for the full loss. Well, of course not. One time he hit Jefferson right in the helmet, and Jefferson didn't catch it. But they're saying that that's because he needs more experience. Jefferson does. He doesn't have enough experience. But Stafford was off too at some times. So I'm going to continue. On the other hand, Stafford cannot be held responsible for the full loss. In the first quarter, the Rams allowing the Packers to run out to a 10-point lead. And Green Bay has scored the most points in a single game this season. Wow. So the Packers ended up scoring the most points they scored all year long against the Rams defense. And actually, God, you know, if you think about it in big games like this one was, good teams step up and you'll see the best of them. And perhaps we seen the best of Green Bay yesterday. However, the Rams defense did exceptionally well. Let me continue with the notes. 10 points. In the first quarter, the Rams allowing the Packers to run out to a 10-point lead. And Green Bay has scored the most points in a single game this season. When the Packers won the turnover war this season, so that means let me continue. They went 9-0. In fact, the Packers are 9-0 when getting just one takeaway this season. Green Bay scored a touchdown on a strip sack, a defensive touchdown on an interception, and a special teams takeaway. The Packers scored 16 points as a result of their turnovers. That's what I'm talking about. So, first and foremost, whenever the Packers had more turnovers in their games, they're 9-0. They win. If they're winning the turnover war in a game against another team, then they win. That's their record, 9-0. And this game, we gave up three turnovers. One for a pick six. One, Matthew Stafford he got blindsided and he fumbled on that. And Whitworth was blocking too. Wow. But that had to have been a really good lineman. Like I'm saying, during big games, big players are going to have big plays. And that's what Green Bay's defensive line did and caused Matthew Stafford to fumble. The pick six, the fumble, and then the Koski punt fumble. He got hit hard. That first hit after he was running it up in the middle of the crowd, the punt return team, or the punt kick team, because they were the ones going to tackle him, the punt kick team. And that first connect, that first hit that Koski took, I think that shook him up. However, I think Kupp should have been back there, or perhaps, you know who else is running back kicks good on the kickoff is Sony Michel. I really think we should consider him for run backs. He had some good runs. He carried about 5 players, literally about 3 for about 5 yards on one of the kickoffs. But anyways, he fumbled too. Michelle fumbled too early in the season. But anyways, let's see. Let's continue with this. When the Packers won the turnover. So we already read that. 16 points were given up from turnovers as a result of their turnovers. So let's think about this. Let's do some math. The final score was 36 Packers, Rams 28. Take away, you got 36, take away 16. That's 20. The Rams win. Take away the turnover points, Rams win 28-20. Despite, even if you give them that good play, the defense, the Packers' defense of line causing Stafford to fumble, because that was a good play. I mean, we had our best offensive lineman against that defensive Packers lineman, and the defensive lineman won a one-on-one battle. Hey, we can't knock nobody for that. They're both trying their hardest. Perhaps Stafford held onto the ball too long. Maybe Stafford needs to get rid of the ball quicker. But that defensive lineman for the Packers caused a fumble. That was an excellent play. They were inside the 27-yard line. Packers got the ball, and I believe they got 3 or 7 points. They got points out of that 16 from the turnovers. So even if you give them a touchdown from that turnover, we still win 27-28. Turnovers. We got to get rid of those turnovers. No errors. We're beating ourselves, and even McVay says that. Here we go. We've got to stop with some of these self-inflicted wounds. That's gonna continue to be a focus and concentration for us, and expect to start to see some results. And that's what we've got to be able to see, Coach McVay said. The Packers opened the second half with a 13-play, 75-yard drive that culminated in a Dillon touchdown. The Rams responded with a 3-and-out. The Packers punted the ball away after going 3-and-out as well. Cooper Kupp was not available to field the punt. Why wasn't Cooper Kupp available to field the punt? I think he was. They didn't put him in. They put Koski in. J.J. Koski stepped in. He fumbled the ball away, giving Green Bay the ball at the 27-yard line. Stafford threw a pick six and had a fumble that contributed to a Green Bay touchdown. As the Rams were defeated 36-28 by the Packers on Sunday, Stafford has thrown an interception that has been returned for a score in each of these 3 losses. The moral of the story is the lesson that story teaches about how to behave in the world. Moral comes from the Latin word mores, for habits. If moral is used as an objective, it means good or ethical. If you have a strong moral character, you are a good member of society. So the moral of the story should be no self-inflicted wounds, no turnovers. No turnovers. McVay said that's going to be the focus of concentration, to stop the turnovers. Let's see what happens. Let's go Rams. We're still looking good. Our record 7-4. We're the power rankings. Power rankings are like from NFL.com. Power rankings. We're number 11. There's 4 other teams that have the same record, They put us at 11. Hey, that's fine. We could be at 7. But instead they put the other team there. There's how many teams in the NFL? 32 teams. And we're tied for 7th in the power rankings out of 32 teams. I'd say that's pretty darn good. So we're looking good, Rams. We still got a decent record. We still got a chance. We got the Jaguars coming up. Let's have a good game against them. And that gives us some more time to create a stronger connectivity. We're looking good, Rams. Have a good day.